What a twist. Minnesota shooting suspects claim that Tim Waltz wanted Amy Kubuchar unalive. A letter has been found near Minnesota shooting suspect Vance Bolter's home. In it, he claims that Tim Waltz instructed him to assassinate Miss Klobuchar. Now, the suspect is accused of fatally shooting former Minnesota House Speaker Melissa Hortman and her husband. Now, Mark Hortman allegedly wrote a letter to the FBI claiming that Governor Tim Waltz instructed him to assassinate the U.S. Senator Amy so Waltz could run for her seat. The Minnesota Star Tribune reports, citing two individuals familiar with the letter's contents. This letter is described as rambling and conspiratorial and was reportedly found near Bolter's home in Green Isle, Minnesota. In it, Bolter 57 also claimed that he had been trained off the books by the U.S. military and asserted that Governor Walz, who has not declared any Senate ambitions, had directed him to target Miss Klobuchar and others. Is that why we can't see the list? Now, a spokeswoman for the county attorney's office, Daniel Borger, I'm not even going to say his last name, good Lord, declined to comment on the letter's contents, citing the ongoing investigation. He told Minnesota Star Tribune, due to the seriousness of the allegations it contains, we will state only what we have seen, no evidence that the allegations regarding Governor Waltz are based in fact. Now, he's accused of impersonating a police officer and fatally unalighting Melissa and Mark Hortman at their home outside Minnesota last week. Later that same night, he allegedly shot State Senator John Hoffman and his wife, Yvette Hoffman, at their residence. Both, they survived the attack. Now, following that 2-day manhunt, Bolter was arrested near his home in Green Isle. And in a statement, Governor Walz, the shooting's a politically motivated assassination. And that's what he had kept saying from the beginning. But nobody knew it had any connection to any political anything. Now, a statement from the U.S. Department of Justice says that Bolter put into effect a calculated plan to inflict fear and violence upon Minnesota elected officials and their families. Bolter equipped himself with a firearms, body armor, disguised himself as a law officer, and drove to the home of Senator Hoffman. Said that he knocked on the door repeatedly, claiming to be a police officer. Shortly after the Hoffmans opened the door, they were alarmed to realize Bolter was wearing a face mask, and the Hoffmans tried to close the door on Bolter, but Bolter repeatedly shot them, and they did not make it. First, there was a manifesto, and then there wasn't a manifesto. And then there was a list with many names on it, but then won't release the list, and they say, well, it was really not. It was just a bunch of words on paper. Cut you crazy out.